It's Sunday, and you know what that means. Michigan got their asses kicked by Illinois yesterday. I was wrong. I said that the score, I was 1 point off with the Michigan score. But I was right about them getting blown away. They suck. Sharon Moore has to go. He's a garbage coach. And I have a hard time believing that in this whole country, you can't find a good quarterback to come to Michigan. Michigan, one of the most famous football teams in the world, right? What a waste. I'm looking up at the moon right now. It's a waning gibbous moon. It's about 2 days past full. It's really beautiful. Beautiful in the morning right now. So in the last 10 days, 37,000 Bitcoin have been taken off of exchanges. Now, if you think about that, if their miners are generating 450 in 10 days is 4,500 Bitcoin, and they've taken 37,000 off. So 9, 18, 27, 36. What's the ratio? 10%. They've taken 92% more Bitcoin off exchanges than have been created in the last 10 days. So if you're not buying Bitcoin, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm just going to be honest. You're an idiot. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's so pathetic when people are like, I'm going to wait for the price to go back down. It's not going back down unless it's a black swan event, unless the village idiot or the village idiot's counterpart, she decides to do something stupid like, I don't know, attacking Hawaii. Bitcoin's going to keep going up. There are 220 million active users in the crypto community right now, and analysts are talking about, once we hit the banana zone, which is coming, it's going to come before the end of the year. We're going to see somewhere over 1 billion users, and once we get to 1 billion, there's no stopping Bitcoin. It's going to go forever, right? It's going to be crazy. BlackRock yesterday said that 75% of the ETF buyers just the BlackRock ETF buyers, 75%, 75 out of 100 people are brand new, have never bought an ETF in their life. So that means that all of these people have been learning about Bitcoin. They're afraid of getting Bitcoin or whatever. They can't afford it. They're buying into ETFs, 75% of them. That's really good for Bitcoin. I don't know about you guys. 75%. When I got into Bitcoin 12, 13, almost 14, 13 years ago, it was like 60,000 Bitcoin to buy a house. Right now it's 6.25 Bitcoin. Probably by next year it'll be 1 Bitcoin. In the next 5 years, you're looking at maybe somewhere around maybe a tenth of a Bitcoin to buy a house. Because Michael Saylor said that in 21 years, they expect Bitcoin to be $31 million per Bitcoin, right? 20 years. So if you think about that, Bitcoin's at 600,000 right now. If I were to buy a tenth of a Bitcoin right now, it would be worth, let's see. Yeah, okay. If I were to buy a tenth of a Bitcoin right now for $6,000, a tenth of the 30 million would be worth $3 million. So if you buy $6,000 in Bitcoin today, and Bitcoin does what analysts are predicting, in 20 years, it will be worth $3 million. So if you buy $10,000, you'll have about $4.5 million in Bitcoin in 20 years. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is. I mean, when you think about, what if you bought $20,000 Bitcoin? What if you bought 1 Bitcoin? $31 million. That's a conservative estimate. They're estimating on upwards of $45 million for Bitcoin. No one knows. This isn't like the old TradFi days, we used to do the traditional finance, which I talked about the other day. No one knows what Bitcoin can be worth, because as countries continue to adopt, municipalities adopt, and ETFs continue buying up, and they're buying up the supply, the over-the-counter markets are drying up. There's no place for Bitcoin to go but up. So I know I haven't said this before, but you need to buy the Bitcoin ETF. I buy IBIT. You need to buy MicroStrategy, because MicroStrategy is thinking about, they want to become a Bitcoin bank one day. So analysts are also talking about MicroStrategy going to $15,000 per share. Now that's not, assuming they're not going to split the stock anymore, right? In the next 10 years. 15,000. You can buy a share of MicroStrategy for about $220 right now. That's not a bad investment over 10 years. You can buy IBIT. You can buy the MicroStrategy, I say that, or you can buy Bitcoin. You can make tons of money. All right. That's the lesson for today. I was rooting for Texas yesterday. I've been telling everybody Texas is going to win the national championship. I love Texas. And then they lose to Georgia. I mean, in their defense, they lost the ball like 5 times. But I still think Texas is going to win the national championship. I am a Texas fan. I like Matthew McConaughey. I saw him on the sidelines yesterday. I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, that's your lesson for today. Keep buying Bitcoin. Keep accumulating MicroStrategy. Oh, and in my link, not my link, in my profile, it has the Fold app. If you guys want free Satoshis, you don't have to do anything for it. You don't have to pay for them. Every day you can go to your app, Click on the little winner's cup. Takes you to a wheel. You spin the wheel, and you can win Satoshis. Now, I know there are 100 million Satoshis in a Bitcoin. That's okay. You can actually win up to 1 Bitcoin. Just download the app. Put it on your phone. Every morning, wake up, spin the wheel. Maybe you win some Satoshis. I won $100 Satoshis in like the last month. And I got lucky in a few of my spins. I'm hoping to get a Bitcoin, but it's free money. They don't ask you to do anything. Now, I linked it to my bank, and I'm actually using it to buy gift cards, and I'm using it as an ATM card right now, too, because it does provide perks when you do that, but it doesn't cost you anything at all. Spin the freaking wheel. Get some free Satoshis. God, how hard is this? And you know what? Subscribe to my channel. What the hell? Why not? I always have a few more viewers. Anyway, Crypto Noobs, I'm here sitting in my fire as I usually do in the morning. There's the moon right there. Yeah, I love astronomy. Getting ready to buy a new 16-inch LX 850 from Mead, about $20,000 for the telescope. I can do that because I bought Bitcoin almost 14 years ago. But I want you guys to buy Bitcoin. And then I'm going to talk about the Titan app on my next video, I promise. The Kathy Wood ARK Invest, they have the Titan app for non-accredited investors. For all you guys who aren't accredited, if you're worth less than $2 million or make less than, I think, $250,000 a year, you can't get accredited. And I said before that accredited investors, they get the news on all the stuff that's happening before the regular retail investors. But the Titan app is going to give you the opportunity to get into these things like AI, Bitcoin, ETH news, any type of emerging technologies before the regular retail investor. It's $250 a year. I've already paid for it. I'm going to go through it. I was busy. I'm remodeling my house right now, and I was watching football games all day yesterday. And then we're going to go to an apple orchard today. So I'm really screwing out. But when I get back, I promise you I'm going to go through this, and then I'm going to figure out how to use the computer to actually bring up web pages and all that crap. I don't know how to do it. I'm old, but I'm trying. Anyway, Crypto Noobs, have a great day today. Buy Bitcoin, buy IBIT, buy MicroStrategy. Bye-bye.